Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Ooh, poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one doesn't go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. This is Noel. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
60, 70, 70.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. And he picked up close to 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Ready. Buffalo 18 Cardinals.
From the gun, Milrow. He rolls to his right. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
1st down throw here from Milrow. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
76 Cowboys, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him. You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Look to high. Why, Tony?
They bring Collins in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Cade, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is it going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
60 Vikings, 19 Lions. Panther 11. Ready.
Milroe throwing again now on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Panther 60.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the gun, Stroud. Low fine in his back, Nixon. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll be set up with third and only one. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3. On the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The right side, Noel has it. He works it down to the 37. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7.
Here we go.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
How's it tonight? Here we go. 18. What's that? Tonight.
Back to throw, Stroud. Taking it off here to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's that? Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
To the air, Stroud. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
White, Tony. Oh, boy.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That is Nick Imanori. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
And inches at the 22-yard line.
Running for the marker on second. Room to work at the 35. Through the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the
19,
21-yard
Tiger,
line.
19, Tiger.
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Milroe from the gun. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, come on. Hey. Go.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves at first and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Complete on the option. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah,
And his kick is no good. He missed it, but wait just a second. Looks like the penalty flag might bail him out, Brock. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. Now they'll try the extra point again. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Noel to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
All right.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Where's the hot? 19 Texans.
Stroud to throw on first down. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready. 118. Outside. Right, Tony.
Slot man in motion left.
Yeah.
1st down. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Let's go.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Oh, ready. Hey, here we go. 118. Outside. Hey.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, they get it to Smith and Jigba. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
18, pioneer. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Off the play fake, Milrow. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
RPO quickly into the hands of Shaheed. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the Texans'
Come on.
33-yard line.
Hey. Hawk, Dragon 60.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Nice run across the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the 2-yard line.
Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. So that Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Texans 10. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Noel to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
On the quick, right?
Throwing is Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Back to the line they come. Second down.
18, that's it.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
18, that's it. Why Tony?
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
26-yard line.
Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
From the gun, Milrow. Hits his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Viking 8, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air, Milrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find Elijah Arroyo. So now they have third and short.
Brings up
Ready?
and 2.
Buffalo 82. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Check smash, check smash. Let's go.
Throwing now on third and 2. That one is caught. Horton has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Milrow with it on first. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead.
On the jump.
2nd and 3 now.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Check out.
Throwing now, Milroe. Finds his back complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run in 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
They give it to him again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with the touchdown. And in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one's out to Noel, left side. Now he's past the 25. Jalen Noel. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. But get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the set.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Milroe from the gun. Headed out right. Now here he goes. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The give here on second. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a
third and just 2 to go.
Brings up third down and 2.
Stephanie! Panther 60, Panther 60.
He's back to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
28, Texans 18.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. No to return this. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So that brings up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Cut by Collins on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A dose of the hurry up offense here.
That's another Texans.
Here's Stroud again. Put the body on the line for his team. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
That's another Texans first down.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Again, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
And the Texans first down.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. That is Compton, it's Higgins again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Chased out to his right. Catch made. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for second and goal. Throwing it again here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. He's at midfield. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, they'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Up and gained on 2nd down.
On the stop. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 65 6. Mustang 19.
Trying for it with Milroe. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
18. What's that?
First down throw by Stroud. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. And now they face 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Trying to push deep downfield. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
He is to throw. Oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have it. And he isn't going to get it. They wanted those 2 to feel a little bit more comfortable. But hey, they're still just moments away from a victory. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Red. 9 Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf.